So very good evening. હું ચિરંતના ભટ્ટ, એડિટર ગુજરાતી મિડ ડે ડિજિટલ. ફરી એકવાર હિયર આઈ એમ. અને આજે આપણે વાત કરવાના છે પૂજા ઝવેરી સાથે. પૂજા ઝવેરી એક ગુજરાતી છોકરી, વલસાડની, મુંબઈ પહોંચી. મુંબઈથી સાઉથની ફિલ્મોમાં એણે એનો જાદુ, 4 વર્ષમાં એણે 8 ફિલ્મો કરી. એની એક સિરીઝ હમણાં જ રિલીઝ થવાની છે ZEE5 પર. આપણે એના વિશે પણ એની સાથે વાત કરીશું. અને યસ, હોલીવુડમાં મલ્હાર ઠાકર સાથે પણ એ આવી રહી છે એક સરસ મજાની ફિલ્મમાં, સારાભાઈ. સો યસ, આપણે પૂજાને એના વિશે પણ પૂછીશું કે કેવી રીતે આ જર્ની શરૂ થઈ, જે વલસાડથી પહોંચી ટોલીવુડ વાયા મુંબઈ અને હવે આવી રહી છે હોલીવુડમાં. હાય પૂજા.
Hi. Hi,
How are you?
Chandra. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Usual lockdown. So I think first of all I would say Gujarati Midday is very thankful to you because we have been doing these live sessions and every time I mean the guest makes it special. So thanks a lot.
It's a pleasure. Seriously, I don't usually go live so much. Like, this is only my third live. And when I got a call from you guys that you want to, like, it was actually a pleasure, and I felt so happy that okay, let's do this.
So first of all આપણે એ વાત કરીએ કે લોકડાઉન કેવું રહ્યું.
Yeah, lockdown was nice. In fact, it was not much of a difference for me. The only third and the fourth phase freaked me a little because because now everybody is back to work. Everybody is like, okay, we are working. Either they are working from home, if either they are going out and working. But the only industry that is suffering right now is us. We cannot travel. I mean, for me, especially if I have to shoot in Hyderabad or in Ahmedabad, I have to travel all the way. Like, I'm not even in Mumbai right now. So, even the ads will not happen for me right now. I'm in Gujarat. So, this is kind of freaking me a little bit. But the first and the second, lockdown were pretty nice because I was having the time of my life. I was doing everything that I just dreamt of all my life.
Wow.
I wanted time for myself, like complete myself, where I'm not worried કે કાલે શું થવાનું છે, કાલે શું આવશે કે નહીં આવશે, કાલની ડેટ્સ શું હશે, nothing. Like, I was at peace કે હવે 21 દિવસ તો ભૂલી જાઓ, ત્યાર પછી બીજા 21 દિવસ ભૂલી જાઓ. So, there was no pressure. I was like, okay, આરામથી ઉઠો, chill કરો, જે કરવું હોય, જેટલી વસ્તુ મારે એક્સપ્લોર કરવી હતી બધી જ એક્સપ્લોર કરી. And I was having the ball of a time.
Wow. So are you right now at Valsad?
Yes, I am at Valsad.
Wow. So I am sure તમારા પેરેન્ટ્સ બહુ ખુશ હશે કે હર્ષ ઘરે છે.
Yeah, she, like, my mom is pretty happy કારણ કે I am all the time on a run. હું આવું તો પણ 3-4 દિવસ આવું and then I'm like just running around. So she's very happy that I'm like all chilled out, અહીંયા ઘરે છું, and there is no running happening. In fact, she kind of travels with me at times. So we have that time, but at the same time we don't have that quality time,
Quality time. Because you will be working.
Very happy. In fact, I have been cooking a lot for her. Usually that she cooks for me, but now these days, we are changing the roles and all of that. So yeah, we are having a nice time.
Of course I have lot of questions for you, but I want to start with your beginning. Valsad thi Tollywood via Mumbai.
To begin with, I can say my journey from Gujarat to Bombay was a little dramatic. I happened to go to Bombay for my studies. That was graphic designing. And soon as I entered Bombay, I used to dance actually. I used to dance even while I was in Gujarat. I had my academy, which had like around 1,500 students when I was in 10th standard. So, that was like a little dramatic. And after I reached Bombay, I actually joined a few choreographers. So I used to be in troupe with Remo D'Souza. I used to be in troupe with a lot of other choreographers from Bollywood. So along with the studies, the choreography was always there. The dancing part was always there, and I was way more interested in dancing than what I was studying. So, so after that, what happened was I got into films. Like through choreography, I got into films, and like of course the dancing part, not the acting part. तो choreography assist करती वक़्ते dance group साथे dance करती वक़्ते, you know, I used to meet a lot of actors. I used to be around a lot of actors and all of that. I remember like how my entry happened to the industry was, I wasn't that sure if I wanted to become an actor. I obviously loved, I mean, you know, it was a passion, but I knew that I have no backdrop. I knew that, you know, so I am somebody who stays away from the negativity. So people used to tell me that tame auditions apta j raho, and you know, nothing ever happened. You know, people just get selected, and all the you know competition and all of that is such a struggle. So I was like, okay, fine, I don't want to do that. You know, I just don't want the negative part. I have a lot of other things I can pursue. But it so happened that I was doing one song with Vidya Balan Garu.
Okay.
Vidya Balan ji, actually. So that was Lazy Lad, that song.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was doing that song, and Vidya Balan happens to be a neighbor of a distant relative. So you know, we started having a conversation on that note. Otherwise, usually they are busy in their work, and you know, you are also done with your work and all of that. But we actually, you know, strike the conversation because we happen to be my relative's neighbor. And you know, throughout the song, all 3 days, we had good conversations about different things and all this. She's such a sweetheart, I can tell you. She's such a sweetheart. Yeah, and oh my God, she used to come and talk to me. Are, what are you doing these days? This. Oh, she's such a sweetheart. I can't tell you about it. So yeah, so then I told her that, you know, I always wanted to become an actor, and she was like, you should try acting because you've got that height, you've got that expressions and all of that. Why aren't you, you know, trying that? And then actually I told her that, you know, it's such a struggle, and you know, all that negative vibe and all of that. And then she, you know, always focus on the positive. Always, you know, try for it. See, it took me like around 14 to 15 years to get here. Yeah. And of course, I have had my struggles and all of that. It's always important to have a backup plan, which I usually tell people that yes, it's very important to have a backup plan, but to chase your dreams. And that's exactly what she told me, that, you know, chase your dreams. Of course, you can pursue it not as the only profession, but if you're really passionate about it, you should work on it. And then I just took it seriously, and I just got a portfolio done. And again, you know, it was written somewhere, I guess, because she happened to tell me the next week I get my portfolio done, and in the next week, before I get the pictures myself, that, you know, we have been seeing your pictures from a photographer, and we would like to audition you. Wow. And I was like, this is surreal. Like, it was literally not real for me. They approached me, they got the pictures from my photographer, and they selected me with the first audition, where I was not even sure if I wanted to go for the audition. And when the best part is, when I went for the audition, I did not know if it was a Telugu or a Tamil or any, you know, what language it was. I just knew that it was for a South film. I had no clue what was it. It just happened, and still, if I, you know, think about it, it is like, oh my God, like, you know, what was I before and what I have turned into. It's a surreal experience.
Wow. This is beautiful, and I'll share one more coincidence with you. Before, I mean, I think we started at 6. Around 5:15, Vidya and I exchanged text messages, because
oh my God,
exactly 15 years back, I had an exclusive interview with her in Baroda, and it was for Parinita. So we were just exchanging notes on that. Do you remember? And she was like, yes, I was intrigued by your name, and I still remember that day. So yes. So
wow.
And I know she's an amazing person. So yeah.
Such a beautiful soul she is. Oh my God.
વિદ્યા બાલન જ્યારે તમને કંઈ કહે તો you should take it seriously. So yes, that's a good decision that you
And I feel, what do I say? I mean, I have no regrets. I mean, I'm so happy that I actually, you know, took her words seriously, and I am here today. So yeah, very happy.
એટલે ત્યાંની ફિલ્મોમાં કામ કરવું ઘરે were you told કે અરે તું તો કોઈ ગ્રાફિક ડિઝાઇનિંગ કરવા ગઈ હતી તું શું કરે છે કેમ કરે છે were you questioned?
Well, so my dad always used to be confused as to अरे यार छोकरी ने શું કરવું છે life માં, you know. He was always like this because he asked, because I was good at studies and all of that, he always wanted me to take up science and, you know, go for doctor, like, you know, learn, I mean, pursue medicine and all of that. But I never wanted to do that, and you know, I was always very creative and all of that. So I went against first to go to Bombay. Then I went against because I wanted to get into choreography. Then I went against because I wanted to get into acting. So my dad was never happy because he was always confused. He wanted me to, you know, be settled and you know, all of that. But my mom was always very supportive. She was always like, it's okay, be independent, do whatever you want in life,
Wow.
you know, just one life, pursue whatever you want. So she was always very supportive. And of course, my mom also got a lot of firing from my dad for supporting me. But yeah, I think finally he was very happy the way I had, you know, shaped my life, career and all of that. Though it was by fluke, but yeah, I think God has always been very kind, and he just, you know, he's always around, I guess.
You know, I'm sure you did not grow up watching South Indian films, right? Obviously.
Not, of course not.
ત્યાંની ફિલ્મોમાં કામ કરવું what was your experience અને 4 વર્ષમાં આર્ટ પ્રોજેક્ટ in fact your series that's going to be you know soon I think 30th na, right, if I'm not wrong.
That is a film that is releasing.
Okay, sorry, that's a film for. So 47 is a film that's being released.
Yes,
like 4 વર્ષમાં art project. So how it has been? એટલે એક સાવ જુદી ભાષા એના expression સમજવા, how easy or difficult it was? Share some experiences or some very interesting memories that you have.
Yeah, definitely a lot of memories. Actually, I am somebody who doesn't watch films, not South, not English, not Hindi. I just don't watch films. I'm somebody who is like, literally, I don't watch films. I've never watched films. Okay, so I'm somebody who I want to utilize my time in productive things always. Either I can just laze around, that's okay. But I cannot, like, you know, give my time to something I don't want to. I'm that kind of a weird person. And for me, since the start, watching TV or all of that was like, oh, such a waste of time. I shouldn't be saying this, but yeah, it was like that. So I have never watched films. In fact, I still rarely watch films. So of course I had no clue what is the language, what films, this, that. But I was so happy. I went there and the people, you know, welcomed me with open arms. I mean, they were so good. They were so warm. They knew that I did not know the language and all of that. They were utter kind, and
Wow.
you know, they were so, like, they always used to teach me. And especially, in fact, I am somebody who wants to learn all the, like, chota chota meaning. Before I go on set, I want to know everything. So I used to sit down with her assistant director before my shots. In fact, before the previous day, I'll sit with an assistant director. I'll talk. I'll ask him why this, why not this. You know, all those questions. They used to get like, oh, it's okay. We'll give you a prompt. And I'm like, no, I can't take prompts. I'm going to be thorough with my lines, and I'm gonna come. And I think that they really liked. And after a week or so of shooting, I think we all got a hang of it, and they also understood that she'll not take prompting. She's going to learn her lines. So they also were very excited to teach me the language. And I think in 30 days, I could speak Telugu a little bit, like, you know.
Wow.
I was managing the language. But now I think it's been 4 years and I can speak like thorough Telugu.
I mean, now we are going to see you with Malhar Thakur and Sarabhai. પણ એ જે જર્ની છે આખી સાઉથની ફિલ્મો પછી અહીંયા કામ કરવું અને I'm sure you the kind of work that you have done, the kind of films that you have done, how do you choose? I mean, because see, you are not going to read the lipi, the script ave, so I'm sure that they are not going to print in their language. It will be printed in English, but
Correct.
how do you decide on what projects to take up?
To be really frank, because I don't read the actual script because it is written in Telugu, but I make a point that they send me everything in English. Like, you know, I need to have a bound script before of course, the first thing goes into narration. So I would take a narration. First will be like a one-liner synopsis. After that, if I'm sorted with that. If I want to hear the narration, I'll ask the director to narrate me the entire story. And if I like that, then I would ask for the bound script. So then it takes me around 4 to 5 days to actually sit on the script and, you know, go through it and understand the kind of character I'm supposed to play. If I like it, and if I'm like, okay, I can do this, that's when, you know, the rest of the part happens. So this is the basic process that we follow.
This is the process that you follow. Okay. Tell us something about 47.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen the poster. It looks very intriguing. What is, if you can, you know, give us some idea.
47 Days. The name of the film is 47 Days, and
47 Days.
It's a suspense thriller. Yeah, it's a suspense thriller.
Yeah.
And so it is basically a chase between me and a police officer. So what happened? Why
Okay.
the chase starts and what happens in those 47 days is the rest of the story. So it's a kind of thriller. So I don't want to give out much.
Of course not.
Yeah,
Of course
this is the thing that it's a chase between the ACP inspector and my character. So if
Wow.
you've seen the trailer, one can realize that I play the mystery.
Yeah, one can gauge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Finally, after doing 4 films in the language that we don't understand, તમે ફાઇનલી ડિસાઇડ કર્યું કે ચલો હવે ગુજરાતી ફિલ્મ, તો એ ચેન્જ કેવી રીતે ક્યારે થયું?
So when I entered the industry, first of all, it was by fluke that I entered the industry. So there was no
Right.
choosing between, okay, let me do Telugu or let me do Hindi. There was no choosing because it just happened, right? And after that, હું તેલુગુમાં એટલી બધી busy થઈ ગઈ, like I had not even, like the first film did not even release, અને એની પહેલા મને બીજી film
Second
મળી ગઈ,
film.
you know? Yeah.
Wow.
So my world became that. I used to come very less to Gujarat. And in fact, even in Gujarat, like when I was not an actor also, Gujarat ochu avti thi because I used to be in Bombay most of the time.
Bombay.
So yeah, Bombay most of the time. So you know, that was never there that I will choose ke chalo Gujarati picture kariye, ke you know, I should try doing that because I was getting good films and everything over there. Yeah. But after doing 3-4 films, and you know, after people understanding the kind of work I do and all of that, ગુજરાતમાં અને મારા ફ્રેન્ડ સર્કલમાં મારું ફેમિલી, they all were so curious કે અરે યાર તું કરે છે, અમને તો કઈ ખબર જ નથી પડતી. Like, you know, we don't understand the language. ત્યારે તો આટલું બધું you know, OTT અને એ પણ ઓછું હતું. It wasn't so
It's not.
તો લોકોને જોવા નહીં મળતું હતું, and they were like, yaar, we want to see you. So, and my mom, because whenever my mom says something, I have to follow this because first film also happened because of her. She asked me to go for the audition. I wasn't supposed to go for the audition. She pushed me. And secondly, now for the Gujarati film also, she was like, you should do a Gujarati film. I don't care Gujarati film. So Gujarati films actually happened because of my mom. And yeah, and after that, when I got Mr. Kalakar was my first film. And when I, you know, got that offer and I saw the padding, and actually the most of the team was from Bombay. So I was like, okay, fine. Because I had no clue about Gujarati industry. I was like zero about it. No knowledge about it. So I was like, okay, let's do this. It sounds fun. And so I got into the industry. And then the second film happened, like the Sarabhai happened.
Sarabhai. So yes, we were talking about Mr. Kalakar. So
So then, yeah, Mr. Kalakar happened, and then later Sarabhai happened to me. So that's how my entry in Gujarati industry happened.
Just wanted you to share what was the most difficult part in Mr. Kalakar.
the I would not say there was any difficult part. I would just say that coming from the Telugu industry to Gujarati industry was a little difficult for me because there we are used to being very disciplined. We are used to being on time and all of that, which actually didn't happen in Gujarati industry. Not in the other project, but at least in my first project, it did not happen, and I was put off by it. And of course, a lot of other things, as in the technical team in South is so strong, which we all know of. The kind of making, the kind of preps that they do before going on set and all of that. I mean, it is just so professional, and coming from there to an industry which is not well prepped, I think that was a little difficult for me to adjust and gulp down. But then I used to keep telling myself it's okay, keep your calm. So yeah, that's how but then the best part about this industry is I got so many good friends like Ojas Bhai, Parth Bhai, Malhar. So everybody has been so nice, and I feel that there is a bond in the industry, which is not in the South, because everybody is well established and all of that, but here we actually don't work like a hero and a heroine, or it is all very chilled out. So I think I love that part about Gujarati industry. Yeah. And also that our language is same, it becomes, there is another level of comfort.
Yes.
Yeah.
So somebody has asked that how windy was it when you shot the Adire Dhada from Dwarka, because the song looks extremely windy.
Parth Bhai is asking, you are a super talent, Pooja. Sarabhai is what everyone should look forward to. Thank you, Parth Bhai. Seriously, even I have been waiting for it. Like literally, I really want people to watch the film, and because a lot of people think that I'm not a Gujarati. A lot of people think that, so people have different things in their head. So I really want people to see the film and then, have their opinions. She's also a sensible poetess and painter. Puchjo ene vishay. Okay. We'll keep this later. I know. Okay, so the question that somebody else asked about Adire song, Pokesh, yes. Actually, we shot it in Ramoji Film City, and it wasn't that windy. We shot it in May, which was very hot, very, very hot, super hot. Yeah. But then there were big propellers, which which were put in front of us, which made it so difficult for us to shoot, because most of the propeller used to throw so much of wind on our faces. It was so difficult for us to even express, because the eyes will go. Yeah, we actually used to blink our eyes so many times, and a lot of dust used to go into the eyes. So it was a little difficult to shoot that song, but it was not windy at all. It was the artificial wind that we had. So
ના ઓજસ હવે કાઈ નહીં કહું એવું નથી કહેતી, પણ પછી એની કવિતાઓ વિશે પૂછું ને મને ખબર છે લખે છે. I know that, Raja. Ojas, let's have our conversation affair later. Yeah.
No, it's so much fun, In fact, they all are very happy that I am live, because આવી ખેંચવાની એ લોકોને તક બહુ ઓછી મળતી હોય, because હું એ લોકોના લાઈવમાં હંમેશા જતી હોઉં, and I will ask questions.
So
but for the first time they are getting this opportunity. You sure it was super hot, or was it you? Oh my God, Parth Bhai is saying.
It can be both. Has also commented about your sense of humor. So तारी sense of humor ना लीधे तू कोई trouble में मुकाई छे, because that happens. With witty people, it happens.
Yeah, that happens a lot, because so when I don't usually talk much, but when I start talking, and if I'm comfortable, तो वो बहुत joke. I mean, I'm very jokey and I'm very jovial. So yeah, that happens sometimes. when you've just started having a good conversation, or being comfortable with somebody, you don't still know how that person is going to react. So kyare bola hi jaye, and then you're like, okay, I don't know how that person is going to react.
You have to share an episode. Na chale. Now you remember. I'll give you time.
I don't remember a particular instance, but I think મલ્હાર જોડે ઘણી વાર એવું થાય છે કે
Okay.
અમે લોકો બંને જણા એકબીજા સાથે બહુ જ એટલે બહુ જ મસ્તી કરીએ, એટલે સેટ પર ધમાલ હોય, લાઈક લિટરલી ધમાલ. એન્ડ ઘણી વાર એવું થતું હોય કે શોર્ટ માટે ડિરેક્ટર કહી દે કે કેમેરા લાઇટ્સ કેમેરા એક્શન, અને એક્શન સુધી અમે લોકો વાત કરતા હોય, યુ નો. યા, અને જેવું એક્શન ગયા એટલે અમે લોકો ચેન્જ થઈ. એટલે સ્ટાર્ટિંગમાં પીપલ યુઝ ટુ બી લાઈક, અરે આ શું કરે છે યાર, યુ નો, બી સિરિયસ એન્ડ ઓલ ઓફ દેટ. બટ બાય ધ ટાઈમ વી વર લાઈક, યુ નો, 10 days done with the shoot and all of that, ત્યાર પછી તો પીપલ were like, આ લોકો આવા જ છે, અને એક્શન બોલશે એટલે એ લોકોનું કરી જ લેશે, યુ નો, ઓલ ઓફ દેટ. આઈ ડોન્ટ રિમેમ્બર અ પર્ટિક્યુલર ઇન્સ્ટન્સ, બટ yeah, but આવું ઘણી વાર થાય છે કે, you know, yeah, you
Fine.
speak something and then you are like, oh god, did I just make a mistake? And then I cover it up, huh? So yeah, I'm very good at it.
Cool. That's very important because
yeah.
I can.
So પણ હું વધારે એવા લોકો જોડે જ મસ્તી કરું કે જે લોકો you know who are up for it,
Up for it,
you
yeah.
know, who are okay with the thing, yeah. So just by સાથે સૌથી વધારે કરું છું.
Oh yes. Same here.
Yeah. He is a jovial person, and he is somebody who take, even Parth Bhai, they all take everything so spontaneously, and yeah, they're so chilled out. Absolutely. So that's the reason I said that I have actually found a family in Gujarati industry. Like, you know, literally in very less time we all have gelled up so well. And even though we haven't met so many times, but એવું લાગે કે, like, you know, they are buddies.
Connection happens.
Yeah, there is a connection for sure.
Somebody wanted to talk about 47 days again, because I think that
Yeah.
person was not there when
Something
we
about
talked
47
about
days was literally waiting for it since when I have been known about it. And now very excited once I have known about the release date. You perfectly suit for thrillers, Pooja ma'am. Thank you so much. Name is Rishi. Thank you. Actually, I really was doubting if I could, you know, do a thriller and a negative character. Not a negative, but some character with a lot of mystery. Because I'm very bubbly and, you know, always up for it and all of that. So it was a little difficult because I had to tone down my levels for everything. Like, even if I have to like just give a look, I had to like do it in a slow motion, you know, to build that suspense and all of that. So it was a little difficult for a very chirpy and bubbly girl like me, but yeah, I kind of managed it.
Somebody has asked, where did you study design in Mumbai?
So I was in Nirmala Niketan in Churchgate, SNDT. So yeah, I have done my graphic designing from there. So I had recently actually shared a few paintings of mine, because of which all these questions are coming in. Because usually, I think not everyone knew about it that I was a graphic designer. Of lately, people are getting to know.
So, did you go back to your pencil and paper during lockdown?
Yes, absolutely. After a very long time though, because this, like I said, that this was the time where I actually, you know, explored a lot of things that I always wanted to. Also, I kind of tried doing everything that you know, I usually don't get time for. So yeah, of course I did. I have painted a few things, and I had also shared it on Instagram. So yeah,
they are next to you. I don't mind if you show them here.
Definitely. I think a lot of people have already seen it. So this was my first painting in the lockdown, which is a scene from Italy. This was a picture of Positano, Amalfi Coast, which I really want to go because I really want to travel so badly. So that was my first painting. And then this is a side girl. A little bit, a very colorful girl, but who has a dark shade to her. So all my paintings are usually, you know, it has something to it, like it has a little meaning to it. I don't just paint something. So yeah, this is another thing. This is a Buddha. This is just like, this is because I was actually doing a lot of yoga these days. So this is that, and I'll show you something that I had done in 2010.
Sure.
This is like a calendar that I had made for Nerolac paints. So
That's
this,
lovely.
these are digital prints of the paintings that I had already
That
done.
you did. Oh,
Yeah,
lovely.
this is one.
That's very nice color palette, very bright.
Very bright, and basically it was for paints, right? For Nerolac
of course.
paints.
So
So
it
I
has
had
to
to
be.
play with a lot of colors and the rollers and all of that.
Of course.
So, you know, enhancing the colors and moods and all of that. So yeah, these are the kind of work
That you do.
I had done years back, and finally I've come to my artist zone, and I've tried a little bit in the lockdown. Not so much, but yes, I have.
Wow. So, when we talk of expression, you have colors, you dance, and you write poetry also.
Yeah,
And
I
you
do.
act also. So, which is the medium that you are most comfortable with? That this is the way I can express myself the best.
I think dance and music, I can say. Dance is something that gives me a lot of joy. Secondly, I think I can express everything through dance. So, and actually in reality also, you know, you if you want to say something, like even in a sentence, you can actually express it in a dance in a very elegant and nice way instead of speaking. So I am somebody who loves expressions more than words. You know, I like somebody who is very expressive in their actions, which the words things. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, I'm very attracted to it.
That's very interesting, and I wanted to know that you worked as a choreographer, then you started acting. Now, when you are acting, you have choreographers on the set.
Yeah.
So has it ever happened कि नहीं ये थोड़ा ऐसा करें, like मैं बता दूँ क्या?
Yeah, a lot of times. You know that choreographer in you is always up, and
It never goes.
it never goes. It never does. And more than that, you know, you always are so interested and so keen कि अरे आमा open करी शके, you know, and not always that the choreographers like it, you know. So, but most of the choreographers that I have worked with were very, were very nice, and they were very interested. When I showed my interest, they were even more interested, because, you know, sometimes what happens as a choreographer, I can say that when an artist, we understand, first of all, we understand the capability of the artist. Ke aatlu kari shakshe ke nahi. So we start with a very simple thing. And if the artist is giving you a good response, then we try and So usually all the choreographers will like it when you give your own inputs. And that thing never goes actually. But I think it is nice for your own growth. Understanding what the choreographers has asked you to. But also giving in your efforts and making it even more beautiful, because at the end of the day you can be asked to do something, but like if you don't put your own inputs, it's not going to look the way, because you have to put in your flavor to it, you know. So if I say hip hop is not my style, and I'm given a hip hop song, but still, you know, I have to do it, so I can at least do something that I'm comfortable in, instead of, you know, making a fool out of myself. I can do something that I am comfortable in. So putting your own efforts is very, I think it's a nice way. Yeah.
So which dance form do you connect the most with? Because dance માં તો કેટલું બધું છે, you know, like
કેટલું બધું છે. અને when I started, like, so I haven't learned it from anybody, like I have never gone for classes, and I regret that I never went, because you know, now at this stage I really feel that I wish I had learned you know, different forms of dance. And in fact, after like I got into acting and all, I really wanted to, you know, learn a particular dance form, which I did not ever get time for. But given a chance, I would definitely want to learn a particular dance style. As if now I do a lot of Bollywood, but the best, you know, the best form that attracts me a lot is classical. because again expressions and the yeah,
But
the
again, in
forms.
classical, we have seven Indian classical dances. Which is the one that you would want to learn?
I would want to do Bharatnatyam.
Okay.
Yeah, I would want to do Bharatnatyam because I'm also very close. As in, I think I relate a lot to it.
To that.
So yeah.
Wow, that's great. And let's talk about your writing now. Ojas, I hope you are there. So let's talk about your writing now.
So I and Ojas Bhai have a lot of conversations about writing because not that always I write, but these days I've been writing quite much, and I used to write when I was in college.
Okay.
So yeah, after that there was a long gap, and then again in the lockdown and all of that, I've started writing like short stories, short poems, and all of that. Apart from that, I've been writing stories like for films. And luckily in the quarantine time I was I was able to manage time to write a screenplay of a story, so so yeah, that went well. And in fact it's still going on, but I think I can kind of try that also.
Wow. So dancing, acting, painting, writing,
anything that is creative. I think anything that is creative attracts me a lot. And
so
I really want to try my hands on
direction also.
I wish. I actually wanted to learn direction. I wanted to learn filmmaking. So see, it's always nice to do a lot of creative stuff, and I'm really attracted. Not that I want to do everything professionally, I probably just want to try my hands on it because I'm so attracted to anything that is creative. So yeah,
that's lovely.
Not that I want to do it professionally.
If you can share something that you have written, if you are comfortable with it.
Yeah, why not? In fact, so I was cleaning my house, my old house, just like 2 days back, and I have found all my old books and my diaries that I had written. So yeah, I have one thing, like one book which I had written in 2006.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 and 6. So I just say one like short poem which I had written in 2006 about the difference between a city life and town life. Like because I live in, like I was born and brought up in a town, and then I went on to Bombay to pursue my dreams and all of that. But that's the time when I had written this. So it goes like the heading is "Oh, the difference." It goes like, loitering around the hilly streets, I've left the ways of minor greets. Each greet joy the river, oh cold night shiver. And the appy that gave me shade, eating apples red. This is about the town. Now, crossing over bridges high, hearing birds chirp and puppies cry. With each day a new buddy, proud to walk along streets so tidy. Miss all the pleasures of the town, now no time even to look down. Busy the life seems in city, no spare time from the daily duty. 1, 2, and 3 buddy, but all they are so greedy. Only cars and huge vehicles so fast, on the tracks broad and vast. Here with terror fills one's heart, how peacefully rests one in a cart. Jobs and duties never leave one free, or a fine sleep under a tree. Moving from here, no one would miss. On that fine land, my grave would have a daily kiss.
This is beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. So this was like ages back, like 13, 14 years back. So yeah.
This is beautiful. Now let's talk. We lost an excellent actor to depression, and let's just hope that wherever he is happy. But being a woman, the kind of things that you face, I'm reading a lot of comments here. I'm trying to ignore and not say things to them here. Some of them are sharing really nasty comments, cheap comments. एक छोकरी तरीके, how do you handle this kind of pressure? Because see, you can't avoid social media, right? You are in a public domain, you are a public figure, people want to
Yeah,
know on
yeah.
social media, change tamare રહેવું જ પડે. So how
Correct.
do you handle this?
To be honest, I am very focused that way. Like, you know, I can cut the crap very easily. Yeah. So
True.
yeah, I think like you read a few nasty comments. Even I went through it, and I'm like, okay, I can
Exactly.
just ignore them. So I have that thing, but at the same time, I'm very sensitive. So these kind of comments immediately, like, you know, put me down and put me off. So the only thing that you can see, because you cannot go out and change the world. Everybody who is talking about Sushant's death, who is talking about, you know, putting people behind the bars, talking about nepotism in the society, I think those are the same people who are going to talk shit about every other girl, you know. So basically all they want is attention. Even right now, I'm sure a lot of people are commenting so that we, you know, they have our attention. So I think the best thing that one can do is ignore, because why do you want to get into negativity? Like, you know, all these things are not, I don't think so. Anything that you talk about me, even good or even bad, is ever going to make a difference.
Yeah.
That did not get me here where I am. You are only commenting because where I am right now. Tomorrow, if I am lost, nobody's even going to, you know about me or even ask about. Like, very few people in my life will be worried where I am, what I am doing, right? So I think all these things really don't matter to me at all. I can just cut it off, and I'm very happy and I think I feel like very blessed, because I have that thing that I can kind of focus on what I really want to in life. Not everybody is again blessed with it, and that's the reason we have things like people who commit suicide and all of that. They just get so down when people pull them down. Yeah, and you know, that's the reason we have things like this in the society. But I think I'm happy that I can cut the crap when I want to. And that's the best thing you can do, because you cannot go out and tell people. In fact, I really wanted to share things with people that, you know, the way you're talking about the industry right now, dude, wrong things are everywhere. It's not just in the industry. And the way you are talking about these people in the industry, they are the same people who actually entertained you throughout the lockdown, and you were like, wow, and all of that. So see, you cannot go into their personal lives. Everybody has a negative and a positive side, and just because, you know, somebody was so weak and somebody committed a suicide, of course I have my I was very down. I was very low when he committed a suicide, and for like 1 week I could literally not sleep. But I was not even a big fan of Sushant, but still, you know, that whole feeling put me so low. I don't know, I had this thing, the personal connection kind of a thing. But at the same time, the negativity that was going around on social media and everywhere, that was more disturbing than the suicide, you know. Like how people are so cruel just to get your own attention. You're talking shit about people, and not that. And also, suicide doesn't only happen in the industry. Like, you know, just 5 days before Sushant died, there was another suicide that was committed. In fact, there are a lot of other suicides that are happening everywhere in different fields. You know, you cannot just connect both of them together. It's just because we are exposed to the media, people know so much about the industry, you know. Otherwise, shit happens everywhere, and you know, all these negative things go around everywhere. Yeah, so I think I am blessed that I can cut the crap very easily, and also that balance is very, very important in life, and that's what I go by. So whenever I'm shooting also, I think I shoot, and then when I come back, I am not the actor Pooja. I'm not the star Pooja, you know. When I come back, I am what I am. I was when I was a kid. You know, at home, I still behave like that. And most of them around me, usually say, oh, the way you talk, you don't feel like, you know, you are a star and all of that. So I think that is very important. It should not get to your brain that, you know, you are this. And also I can easily cut off from this negative comments and all of that. So yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
we are work. We work.
Yeah,
and
this
we are
is where I
sometimes dealing
work,
with
you
all
know,
sorts
this
of
is where I
people.
work.
Yeah.
So the negativity, I mean, of course there is negativity, but then you have to understand that all these things happen everywhere. This is just my workplace, you know.
True.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true. It's very important because somehow what has happened that social media pressure has led things to a different level.
Oh, dude. Okay, so yeah, I wasn't on Twitter. I was on Facebook very long time back. I'm still on Facebook, but I don't access it at all. And Instagram is the only thing that I actually operate, you know. So I think I have a lot of friends of mine. Karan,
Yes.
hi Karan. I have. Hi, everybody who's joined me. Thank you so much. We have Devang, we have Atharva. So yeah, a lot of people who are my friends have joined in, and thank you so much for joining in. Coming to the social media, I think like Instagram is the only thing that I operate, and that also I have limited a lot of things, like, you know, the kind of people I follow, I never go into the explore zone, like, you know, there is an option where you can explore different posts and all of that. I don't do that at all. I am just limited to the 300 people I follow, and I keep my circuit so small and short. Very rarely I go to the messages that my fans send me, because of course there are a lot of nice people out there who really love me and who send me so beautiful messages. It actually is so overwhelming to see the love that they send me. I think that is again a positive thing that makes me happy most of the time. So yeah, so once in a while I go through those messages, but apart from that, I literally cut down from all the negative things that come to me. Yeah.
I can sense it. You are very bubbly, extremely expressive. You express yourself through more than one kind of art. Let's say if I ask you what puja is, what the real puja is, share something that not many people know. And I'm sure हिंदी में एक शब्द है बहुत सुलझी हुई लड़की हो तुम, you know, you are very sorted. So what makes that happen?
What makes that happen, I can say the upbringing. So ever since I was a child, like, you know, the way my family has taught me things, the values. I come from a very small town. Okay, and of course, like, you know, we used to go to Bombay and all of that, but you know, that big life, the grand thing and all of that, like we have lived very simple. Like, we've always been very simple, and even today we are like, you know, my family is kind of a thing that, like, we are all out, like we are very open-minded, broad-minded and all of that, but at the same time, like internally we are very attached to each other. You know, all I was taught since my childhood was, you know, always be positive, always you know, be nice to people. You know, so my mom used to always tell me ke, I'll tell you this in Gujarati because the way she has told me, जो तने कोई આવી રીતે કરે તો તને કેવું ફીલ થશે? Yeah, so just imagine કે તું આવું કંઈક કરશે તો સામેવાળાને કેવું લાગશે? You know, always whenever you are in a dilemma of how or what, you should just think, you should just put yourself in that position and then understand the whole thing. And also my dad always told me one thing, that, you know, no matter what you become, no matter how great you become or what heights you reach, always remember that you should always stick to the ground, because that will, you know, because you are going to be there forever. Of course, you can be somebody very great for couple of years or how many ever years, but at the end, I think when you stick to your roots, you stick to your ground, you can go for a very long run. I mean, you know, bow lambo tame chalso. If you're stuck to the ground, to your values, it'll go on for a very long time. So Yeah. So these are the things that actually, make me the person, and the sorted thing that you were talking about. I think these are the things that I still remember of them telling me, and I've actually practiced that all my life. So yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people who appreciate you will understand this, and they would try to inculcate these things in their lives, because it's very important.
I hope.
અને જ્યારે તમે public figure હો ત્યારે એ બહુ જ matter કરે છે કે what you say. So yes, there aren't more people like you. That's true, Devang. Devang Sangvi.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ajay Sai is saying Pooja wise words. Thank you so much. And I really go by this because I really want people to actually go by it, and people should just be nice. Like most of my posts also have these captions where I say they just be nice to people. It's the world has negativity and so much of bad things going around. It just doesn't take much to be nice to others, right? So yeah.
Gokul wants
I am
you
Gokul.
to say hi, Gokul.
Madam, please mention me. Hi, Gokul.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay, Valsad, Vada Pav. Are you a fan of Vada Pav?
Yeah, of course. Everybody loves it. And a lot of people who actually used to travel in train, like my friends and all, they used to tell me like, Valsad na Vada Pav to khava j pade. So, I used to actually take the Vada Pav and go to the station to actually, give it whenever they cross Valsad. And in fact, when I was in Bombay, my dad used to do it for my friends. So Vada Pav is so famous. But coming to food, I am somebody who eats Jain food. So Vada Pav is not something that is counted for me. Like, yeah. So, but then I'm a foodie. I'm a proper foodie. So I have everything that is available in Jain food. So Vada Pav is also like we make at home, and yeah. But big time foodie. I love food.
Wow, that's
Yes.
great. Lovely. They just already કહી દીધું છે કે about your desserts.
Oh yes. In fact, I would want you also to join in sometime. In fact, we have this thing where we always gather at one person's house, and it's such a fun time with all of them. So someday I'm going to host a party, and I'll be calling you.
Thank you very much. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it. I'm already looking forward to it.
Yes, for sure.
So we still have 2 minutes, but before we go, favorite place, Fatafat.
Ekdam Farafat, the places that I have been to, Amalfi Coast is my favorite in Italy, and the place I really want to go is Norway.
Okay. Oh wow, Northern
And
Lights.
also Greece, actually. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. You have been a graphic designer. Favorite artist?
As in painters?
Yeah.
Not somebody that I really look forward to.
Okay.
Yeah, like it keeps changing.
Favorite actor?
Lots of them. Prabhas, Hrithik Roshan, Ranveer Singh. Yeah.
Oh.
Amitabh Bachchan. Yeah.
And one film that you wish you were part of?
There is one Telugu film which I was actually supposed to be a part of. But yeah. Apart from that, I think some mythology character that I really want to do is something like Padmavati.
Wow, that's
Yeah, which is very delicate, very elegant, that kind of a thing. Yeah.
Say anything that you want to say to everyone who has joined today.
First of all, thank you so much for giving that time and sparing that time to see me and to see all the to hear us out. Thank you so much for always showering your love, and whoever you guys are, I really actually see your messages and all the love that you share with me. Thank you so much, sports enthusiast. He is one of my friend who is joined in. Thank you Samkit for joining in. So yeah, everyone who is joined in, thank you so much for joining in, and thanks for all the love you always shower. And do watch my next film, 47 Days. I'm just promoting it, which is coming on Z5 on the 30th. The premiere starts on 29th night, 12 o'clock. So do watch it.
We'll definitely be there.
And I also want to thank Midday Gujarati for always being such a support. And they have always been so nice to me. So thank you so much.